Tanya, at last word from police, 5 of the 8 people shot were brought here or soon will be for treatment. And we're starting to get a clearer picture of just how extensive this crime scene is, because about 8 hours after the shooting, police were still collecting weapons, and we were there to capture it on video. Just before 8 a.m., Chicago police pulled this handgun from a dumpster. The pistol loaded with a long clip, just one of several weapons authorities say they found here in the 2500 block of West 79th Street after a shooting left 1 dead and 7 injured overnight.
Let's say 16 to 20 shots fired. There are people running on the street.
Police say at least 2 male attackers started shooting into a crowd gathered here just after midnight. A 26-year-old man shot in the head and killed, according to investigators, who say 7 more people from age 22 to 41 were hit by gunfire, now facing various injuries. Activist Andrew Holmes describing what he saw in the aftermath.
Most people was just leaving, getting in the cars. People pull up fast, and people just take off trying to get to the hospital. All they wanted to know was who went where.
One neighborhood resident telling me off camera he heard at least 15 shots ring out. This morning, the sidewalk, street, and alley still littered with evidence markers numbered at least as high as 82. Now, Holmes worrying about the months ahead after this attack on the heels of 15 other people being shot in the Park Manor neighborhood just 12 days ago.
But hopefully this is not a sign coming in the spring and the summer that when people are gathered together, that we're going to have mass shootings.
And as they continue investigating this morning's incident, police say at last word they still have no one in custody. And Tanya and Terrell, one of the victims who was brought here to Christ, we're told, was in critical condition with a gunshot wound to the head. So some serious injuries, as well as unfortunately one person confirmed by police to have died.
Just quick, I want y'all to tell me the last white lone wolf or white incel shooter or white radicalized by Trump shooter or alt-right white shooter that shot up some stuff and is not in custody. Like the suspects in the last 2 mass shootings in Chicago in the last 12 days. Now, there were more mass shootings in Chicago, but those 8 and 15 are the 2 biggest in the last 12 days in Chicago. And all the victims are black. Every one of them. All 23 victims are black. I can't remember a shooting done by a white man where they didn't catch the guy, or the guy didn't get killed, or he didn't kill himself. But a white guy shot up some stuff and he just out there. We ain't find him. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, we couldn't find him. We don't even know who did it. Not even that we couldn't find him. Send me that information. Send me that video. I need y'all help on that one. I've been searching. Y'all know I do extensive research on these things, man. It takes me a while to make these videos. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Get a channel membership. Get the channel membership. Sign up for a channel membership on this channel, and also take the $5 challenge. It really helps the channel out. Helps keep us going. Helps keep the fight going, because you can't be in this thing alone, man. You need supporters, and I appreciate all the well wishes in the great comments from you guys supporting. But take that $5 challenge. And get a channel membership. Just click the join button. So but yeah, so these are the people who have done the mass shootings in 2021. Now, there have been 105 mass shootings, but they only have suspects in the 49 of them. Okay? Look at these faces. Yeah, I see a few white boys in there. Don't get me wrong, a couple of Latinos in there. But if you look, there's more black women in here. There's just as many black women in here as some races. These are the two. These are the guys you know. Of everybody on this list, these two are the guys that you know. If you're a layman, if you're not subscribed to this channel, if you're just a regular layman, these are the two guys you know. You don't know about this guy who killed 4 people, shot 5. You don't know this guy who killed his entire family because his dad told him that he couldn't go stay over his girlfriend's house after 12 o'clock. Killed his dad, his mom, his older brother, his brother's baby mother, their unborn child, and his 13-year-old sister. And shot his another brother, but the brother survived. You don't know about this brother, Jason Nightingale, 32. Killed 6 and wounded 2 in Chicago. All random people he didn't know. You don't know about this guy, Jaron Dijon Pridgeon, who killed 6 people, including 5 children, because he got in an argument with his brother. So these are the only 2 guys that you're going to really know of. If you... And all the victims and all those, most of the victims of black mass shooters are black people. And they don't care. Hit 1 if you knew that there was a shootout at a Home Depot yesterday in Chicago. Who? Hit 1 if you knew that.
Breaking tonight, this Chicago police officer walking out of the hospital just hours after being shot, showing his fellow officers he's all right.
Yeah, just look at the line of blue saluting their brother. Let's get right to Charlie DeMar. You were there, Charlie, for that sigh of relief.
Brad and Erica, it was a pretty unique and special moment as that police officer who was shot earlier today was released from the hospital on his way home, and there were dozens of Chicago police officers there to wish him well. But in all of this is the 4th Chicago police officer shot in just the past 2 weeks. Tonight, a Chicago police officer is out of the hospital just hours after he was shot in the shoulder. His fellow brothers and sisters in blue there to salute him home.
At the Home Depot, someone outside shooting.
Police say around 5 this afternoon, a security guard was shot as he confronted a shoplifting suspect at the Home Depot on the 4500 block of Southwestern. The shooter then ran into a nearby neighborhood, police not far behind.
We have an officer shot. Officer shot.
The initial officer that pursues this suspect is then almost immediately shot.
Other officers caught up with the shooter in a backyard. Police say there was an exchange of shots fired by and at the police.
The gasoline cylinder in the backyard.
The man who shot the Home Depot security guard and the officer was shot by police and later died. Andy Korlenko heard the shots right outside his home.
I had to hold on to my mom because my mom has PTSD. She's been shot before.
You held on to your mom?
Yeah, I had to hold on to my mom, like grip her, like tight.
Back at the hospital, Superintendent David Brown talking to his officers as yet another faces the reality of the job.
I can't say enough of how much courage and bravery it takes to run toward bullets.
This brave officer did not cower from those gunshots and tonight rests at home until he can get back on the streets. Now that Home Depot security guard was shot in the head, last listed in grave condition. All those officers who fired their guns today, they'll be on desk duty, which is standard in police-involved shootings. And the Civilian Office of Police Accountability is investigating. We are live from Mount Sinai.
I mean, and it's like this in a lot of different cities. I could have picked a city. I could have gone to Memphis. I could have gone to New York. I could have picked Birmingham, St. Louis, Kansas City. And you don't hear about it. You don't hear about this stuff unless a white guy does it. Which is just crazy, man. I mean, it's the... I don't see who they think this is helping. This helps no one. This helps no one. Feelings, yeah, I guess somebody's feelings ain't gonna be hurt. Some black liberal with 4 degrees, a degree in liberal arts, a degree in African American studies, won't feel bad when they turn on their news, or won't feel bad at work with their white colleagues when they're talking about the latest news in the city, or some white liberal who fled Chicago because of the violence and crime, but protest every time a cop shoots a unarmed black person. Like, even if they have to travel to another state or another time zone, so they get to feel woke. But there's nothing else that this does well, only highlighting it when a white person does the mass shooting. And I hope that y'all don't confuse what I'm saying with caping for white people. Don't confuse the two. The victims of these things, these 8 people that were shot, they were all black. Get in the comment section, man. Like, subscribe, donate. Peace. I'm out.